2022, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Giants on Thursday night.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
And we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
First down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes, it's Kelsey on the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And some room to roll now. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Off play action. Archer. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Archer gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams.
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 32 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And quickly to Kelsey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Oh, and Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And here comes Westbrook. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Westbrook now on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Archer. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Let's go. A partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in.
Touchdown! It's complete. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 7 yards the pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
Archer on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Archer finds his tight end Ingram. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Barkley. Powerful running. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 62 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Archer. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. And he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Off the play fake. Archer. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards, and the Giants add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to put together these drives that end up in
second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he took
open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital, a big test for the Washington football team as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being over in Arlington, where it'll be America's team, the Cowboys, taking on the Buffalo Bills. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Giants, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Archer now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete to Robinson. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Archer, he's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
85 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Now Archer throwing on 1st down. Throw left side complete to Ingram. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Back to throw. Archer. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Looking to throw. Archer, open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 6-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards the gain there, second down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Mahomes now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Oh, a good move at the 5. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's Archer to throw from his end zone. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Archer. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Archer.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off play action. Archer. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Back to throw is Archer. To throw on 3rd down. A short throw to Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Able to avoid him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And Ingram holds it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not
open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown.
The 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by one more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Buying time to his left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari
able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets him a little bit closer.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The New York set to take the field.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's complete to Tony.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without Holding.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Giants, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.